Back on championship court here at Belknap Park for the Beer City Open. It is the bronze medal matchup we have all been waiting for. For the women's doubles pro, Irina Tereshchenko and her partner Lauren Stratman taking on Susanna Barr and Paris Todd. And this is going to be an exciting matchup. What are your expectations on the side of Susanna Barr and Paris Todd, who were so close to taking down Andrea Koop and Simone Jardim?
Yeah, they were right in it right there. It was a tough loss for them because they did take game one 11-9 and then lost game 2 and 3. So they're looking for some revenge. They want to get this match first, obviously, but then they're looking for that revenge against Koop and Jardim. Tereshchenko and Stratman battling their way out of the consolation bracket as they had to come through Martina Coakley and Millie Rain, then Maggie and Mary Brasha, and then had a walkover against the Kawamotos, who had to pull out. Then they beat Anna Bright and Georgia Johnson to earn the right to play in this bronze medal match. So Tereshchenko and Stratman have been going pretty much this whole time and had to battle their way back, so they are fresh. So let's see if that comes into play.
This is a best 2 of 3 game matchup on both sides. Susanna Barr and Paris Todd, a newer partnership. What works well for them?
The kind of contradictory styles. Susanna Barr does play and has power, okay? Don't get me wrong, but she will play that setup person very nice for Paris Todd. She'll keep those balls in play. She'll move the ball inside and out with her dinks and let Paris Todd be Paris Todd.
Thank you again. Love you. All right, everybody stand. One more time, we're going to test and then we're going to do it all together. On the count of 3. Stomp, stomp, relax. Ready, steady, 3.
On the opposite side of the net, you have Irina Tereshchenko and Lauren Stratman. Tereshchenko, the consummate veteran of the sport here.
2, 1.
She can and will play that setup role for Lauren Stratman, who does like to play hard and fast. I know we had Lauren Stratman on court yesterday when she partnered with Julian Arnold, and we were talking about how her cross-court dinks were a little high, right, Michelle? And I spoke with her this morning, and we were talking about that, and what it was she was saying her legs. She was tired, her legs were stiff, and she wasn't able to get underneath that ball, and that's what was causing those high dinks on the cross-court forehand. So we'll see if she makes any adjustments here today.
Moments away from first serve, and the crowd is engaged courtside for this first bronze medal matchup. Rob Cassidy in the center of the mix.
Rob, no stranger to loudness.
Party amongst the people.
Looks like Stratman and Tereshchenko will have the serve to start.
Lauren Stratman in the turquoise colored tank top. Tereshchenko in the peach pink. The opposing side, Paris Todd is in the purple and her partner Susanna Barr in the black. We are off on championship court. First ball sent long. Stratman and Tereshchenko will take it.
Tereshchenko carries that ball on her paddle, whips it out.
Paris Todd back to serve. Susanna Barr, one of the best dinkers around, as you've pointed out. What makes her so effective there?
Likes to move the ball inside out. Very conscious of her opponents, where they are, where she's going to go with the ball, but it's just very solid and consistent.
Couple of early errors for Paris Todd. We didn't see those earlier. Long time for them to sit.
Yeah, great dinking though by Irina Terashenko. She's going to stay in points, keep her and partner Lauren Stratman in points for a long time. A totally different matchup here for Susanna Barr and Paris Todd, coming off of playing Andrea Koop and Simone Jargim. Yeah, a couple easy return of serves into the net for Paris Todd. Oh. Barr and Todd look just a little out of sorts here.
Lauren Stratman continuing the run on her side. Barr and Todd looking to get going and do it quickly. Paris Todd, top of the tape. Looking to find her rhythm. Oof, tough miss for Susanna Barr. What happened?
So I know Barr wants to take this and finish this point, but she set it up beautifully, and it was right to Paris Todd's forehand. Let Paris finish it. Let her put it away, and it'll give Paris Todd some confidence right there.
Susanna Barr so good with those sneaky lobs. Executes it beautifully here.
Yeah, because you'll let Terashenko hit that overhead with the backhand all day. It's the forehand you want to avoid on the lobs. All right, so let's see, Barr and, are they going to switch it up, or no, they're going to stay here. They switched it up on that last one, that last serve. Ooh, Terashenko has that. That ball is right there. It's open because Todd's pinching middle.
Barr on the serve.
So it's the gamesmanship, right? What did you hear? Did you hear Irina ask Julie, our referee, about Susanna Barr's serve? Yes. She asked her to make sure it's legal. Just a little gamesmanship.
That ball sails long. Todd and Barr back on top. Just they get a little momentum, a little error there. So Terashenko, Stratman will take it back.
Good run from Todd and Barr. Barr twice off the net right there. Little wide outside on the cross-court drop there from Irina Terashenko. Good talk from Paris Todd to Susanna Barr right there as Barr was lining it up. It's a good return right there from Terashenko as after the serve from Todd, she stepped in a little bit inside of the baseline. Had her on her heels.
Terashenko back to serve. Easy put away for Susanna Barr.
You love that power.
Sure do. Terashenko will go firefight all day long.
Susanna Barr, watch her hit this with her left hand and keep it in. It's a great drop.
Count it.
I mean, that's right on the line. Is that glove USAP approved? All tied up here at 4 now. It's gonna go a little long. So that is 3 free points off the paddle of Paris Todd on serves. Keep that in mind. Oh, yeah.
Paris Todd wanted the put away. Susanna Barr was about to knock her out to get to that one.
But I like that Todd takes that, right? Because she has the angle cross court with the forehand. If Susanna Barr is going to hit an angle, she's got to go the opposite way, and it's tougher that way.
What a swing for Irina Terashenko.
A good spot in the middle for Terashenko. What hands there from Paris Todd and Susanna Barr to stay in that, but the onslaught from Lauren Stratman.
Terashenko back to serve. She is top 4 in the world in women's singles. As a former top 3 Russian junior tennis player. I'm familiar with her background. Played #1 at Texas Tech. And is also a lecturer at Tulane grad program. And now a researcher at the University of Washington.
And the net lord strikes again. Now they need to get on the board here, though.
Paris Todd finding a rhythm. Was that ball potentially sailing out of bounds?
There's a possibility, but what I like here is I like that Todd and Barr are switching it up. They put Barr on the right now, put Todd on the left. If Todd's going to gain some confidence, it's going to come from the forehand. This will put her forehand in play. I like it. I like the in-game adjustment. That's the teams that are going to be successful. If you can make those in-game adjustments on the fly, those are the teams that are going to win consistently.
Paris Todd once again catches the top of the tape. Susanna Barr will take it back. Paris Todd taking over.
That's such a good 1-2 combo right there. And when Paris Todd is feeling it like that, where she can drop and then dink a couple and then attack, she is as dangerous as anybody out there.
Todd's only been playing pickleball 9 months. Relatively new name in the space, and she's been cleaning house in terms of gold medals for women's singles. 8th best women's singles player in the world. Continuing to work her way up in that regard. Terashenko back to serve for now.
Bread and butter Irina Terashenko right there. The backhand cut drop is beautiful. Bar just overhits that forehand though. What a... That's
Paris
right
Chad slides over for the volley. Finishes her efforts with this shot, but more impressive was how she got to the other ball.
See, I like that there is Bar set up Todd. Let Todd put that away, and she does. Good hands battle there, won by Irina Terashenko, and they tie this first game up at 7. Ooh,
what a return from Paris Todd.
It was so close.
Some tricky spin on that one.
So there is video replay in this match.
Ooh.
If they wanted to challenge that. They do not. And so we'll play this out, 7-7-2.
Todd remains patient on this point. Ooh.
That ball was in. So ball's right on that back of the
Yeah,
line, it
that
looks
was.
like. Did not utilize
He should
the
have
challenge.
challenged.
Well, they did get the next point. They didn't let it affect them.
Paris Todd got gaslit by the referee. Oof.
Oh, wow.
Well, the pickleball gods heard the complaints. Paris Todd gets a fortuitous bounce off the net and the point.
And so the timeout here from Terashenko and Stratman. Bar and Todd take a 2-point lead here in this game 1.
What's working on their side right now?
They've stayed confident, stayed composed, and stuck to game plan, right? And they're doing what they're, what they want to do, right? And that's Paris Todd be aggressive. Let Susanna Bar set her up a little bit, and they've done that. But biggest key, I think, is for Bar and Todd is that they switched. So they switched sides. So they put Paris on the left and Susanna on the right. Now, with Stratman and Terashenko, if I'm them and I'm in their corner right now, I want them to pressure a little more. I want them to press a little more, maybe speed up a little bit, force a mistake from Todd and Bar. They did that early on and got some mistakes. So we'll see who comes out of this timeout and makes an adjustment. Dig from Todd. So Terashenko and Stratman do hold after the timeout. So good timeout.
Paris shot again.
Wow. There's nothing Stratman can do on that. Nothing.
It's exactly her expression as well, as Stratman takes back the serve. the 9th best women's doubles player in the world. In the blue, that ball is long.
That's a tough leave too, because Tereschenko didn't hit that all that hard, but it does float out. A little long on the serve right there from Barr.
What a serve from Paris Todd.
That ball looked like it hit the line. Big serve and a game point now for Todd and Barr.
So good with those deep returns and those deep serves. Game point for Barr and Todd. Barr had it just slightly caught off guard.
Yeah, she had a great third shot drop, and she kind of froze a little bit. Got to come in and attack on a good third.
Tereschenko back to serve, climbing back into game number 1. What defense for Stratman and Tereschenko. Whoa, Todd and Barr had that point. How many times did Tereschenko and Stratman fend off a ton of pace at the baseline?
Incredible defense back there from Tereschenko and Stratman, just keeping those balls in play, forcing one more hit. And when you do that, you could cause some frustration. And then the unforced error and a 1-point lead still, though, for Barr and Todd, but Tereschenko and Stratman here on first server.
So, tables turning a little bit. If you're Barr and Todd, how are you countering this momentum?
Again, nice and easy, good timeout. Get back, good return of serve. You get a good return of serve in here, and you set up the whole point. They had that point 1 right there. They just got a little over-aggressive and tried to do something that wasn't quote-unquote normal. You just got to keep them back, keep pressing them. We'll see out of this timeout.
What a get from Tereschenko.
Wow.
Tereschenko not happy. What is she not happy about?
I have no idea.
Stratman and Tereschenko playing excellent defense right now. What a hold for Barr and Todd. That was crucial. Stratman and Tereschenko looking to tie it up. Paris Todd finds the baseline there.
No, it was long.
It was long.
Yeah.
I am mistaken. That ball is long, and so we are tied up once again on championship court. A phrase we've used often today. Susanna Barr was determined to win that point.
Absolutely incredible point from all 4 of these ladies. Irina Tereschenko and Lauren Stratman digging every single one of those out. What a point.
Tie game, serve in the paddle of Paris Todd.
Todd just going a little long right there. Big point right here. Got to get on the board here. Not come away with anything. Oh, and Stratman just misses a dink that she's going to hit 99% of the time, but it'll give Susanna Barr and Paris Todd a game point.
Lauren Stratman with a powerful forehand right down the line, perfectly placed.
Yeah, that's a good forehand there from Lauren Stratman. Paris Todd had Terashenko on that sideline, pinned, but Terashenko works her way out of that. Big hold for Stratman and Terashenko. Wow, what a spot there. Stratman trying to reach for that one.
Huge hold for Todd and Barr. Terashenko back to serve.
Wow,
Susanna Barr has been clutch when she needed to be.
She has been. She's been playing great this entire match. I mean, all four of these ladies really have. This is coming down to the end here, game one.
Game points on the paddle of Susanna Barr. Paris Todd goes for the rip. That one dribbles just long. So she will look to finish it on her paddle. Ooh, just catches the paddle of Terashenko. Does Paris Todd, so game one goes to Susanna Barr and Paris Todd. What happened?
And Terashenko trying to get out of the way of that, as she has been with pretty much every one of those balls, and just clips her paddle, and a 12-10 victory for Barr and Todd in game number one.
That's a wrap for game number one. Game number two just around the corner. We will step aside for just a moment and be right back after this short commercial break. Back on championship court for this bronze medal matchup between Barr and Todd against Terashenko and Stratman. This is game number two, best 2 of 3, games to 11, win by 2. Paris Todd leading off our serve here. It was a consistent swing of momentum on both sides in game one. Todd came out of an early game funk, seems to be finding her rhythm here. And off we go for game two. Michelle McMahon and Dominic Catalano here in the booth.
I think Todd played an out ball early in that point, but great hands there from Terashenko and Stratman to stay in there and get that quick side out.
Lauren Stratman capitalizing on the forehand with the fist pump. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a great drop from Terashenko twice in a row. I know Barr trying to go backside on Stratman, but unfortunate, she went right to the forehand.
What a shot from Susanna Barr, perfectly placed out of the reach of Terashenko. Tough miss for Susanna Barr. She knows it. Switching something out on the sideline.
Glasses, went from the sunglasses to the regular glasses.
Terashenko and Stratman off to the 2-0 start. Terashenko lined up on the angle, read it the whole way through.
That's a big forehand here from Terashenko. But again, I say big, but it really wasn't. It's just nice, short, compact, perfectly placed on that line.
What a get, Lauren Stratman. Stratman and Terashenko nearly perfect on that point.
I think Stratman took it off that guy in the front row's face in that angle. Great get by Lauren Stratman.
Paris Todd looking to get on the board for the first time in game 2. Paris Todd with a capitalization down the middle, set up nicely though by Susanna Barr.
Good hands from Stratman on one let cord and then Barr on another.
Barr and Todd are on the board.
Stratman, a couple unforced errors. Lauren's dad right next to us, trying to keep her mind right.
Terashenko, a brick wall at the kitchen.
It's a great 1-2 combo from Terashenko.
Woo, what a grab almost by Susanna Barr. Terashenko just too solid on her volleys. Lots of tennis background here.
Barr and Todd answer nicely. But it's still a 1-point lead for Terashenko and Stratman.
Oof, Paris Todd goes for it. The ATP just misses.
Might see a timeout here from Barr and Todd. Nope. They're going to try and weather the storm here, down 5-2. First server. Oh, what a drop from Terashenko. That is absolutely beautiful in a perfect spot. And there is the timeout from Barr and Todd, down 6-2 in game 2.
Todd and Barr were in an early funk in last game. This one seems to be a little bit deeper in terms of the hole created. What's going wrong on their side?
Again, Irina Terashenko has dialed in every single one of her drops. She's dialing it into the corner right there. And then that last one, she went middle. Susanna Barr, if she would have let that drop, she would have had to back up well off that kitchen line. If she does, Terashenko is going to continue to crash and put pressure on the next shot. Barr tries to take it out of the air, and it's at her feet. It's such a hard ball to control. So Terashenko's dialed in right now. If I am Barr and Todd, I'm hitting the ball away from Irina. Keep it away from her. Make Lauren beat you right now and see what happens.
What strategy do you think Stratman and Terashenko are addressing?
Do what we do, and that's score more points right now in this game. And any ball that Terashenko can hit, as far as a third ball or a fifth ball, let her do that. And let Lauren get a little loose and get up to the kitchen line and play freely. Yeah, Terashenko's dialed in right now.
Not giving up much. Terashenko back to serve. 4 points out from pushing a third game here on championship court in this bronze medal match. Winner goes to gold. Loser takes home bronze. Terashenko and Stratman have not stopped since they started on this run, and they're not looking back now.
Still another server, though, for Terashenko and Stratman. Just when you think you have something, it's still second server. Rare miss there from Terashenko. She is human at this moment.
Paris Todd back to serve. A lot of work to be done, trailing by 6.
Again, good work by Terashenko. Moving her feet, moving inside out. Oh, and that side is open for Paris Todd. She just misses that.
So Stratman back to serve, looking to close in on game 2. Terashenko all day on that forehand. Locked in, as you said, Don.
Yeah, she's playing so well right now. Again, I got to get the ball away from her right now at this moment. Nice read there from Paris Todd, but is it too little too late? Terashenko and Stratman with a nice 7-point lead. Yeah, I mean, Irina is, she's feeling it so good. She almost came over and tried to poach that last ball from Susanna.
Terashenko looking to close in on game 2, game point. And we will be going to a third game. Irina Terashenko and Lauren Stratman completely flipped the script in game 2. We're a completely different looking team, Dom. Why?
I mean, Irina, right there. I mean, simple as that. And when Irina is playing that well, Stratman's going to feed off that, okay? So Irina's dropping everything beautifully, and she's coming over. She's feeling so good that as Susanna's trying to go cross-court on that one, Irina's looking to poach that. She's feeling that good. So we're going to see what happens in game 3 here for Barr and Todd.
That game coming your way right after this short break. We're going to step aside, but we'll be right back with more pickleball action in this bronze medal match.
You don't get the moments everyone talks about without the moments no one sees. Early morning practice, late night drills, running it over and over. You don't get the crowd without the quiet. Everyone sees the glory, the medal, the podium, but every winning shot starts right here. Paddle Tech, let's go again.
Priorities shift from rush hours to slow breakfasts, from busy schedules to scheduled downtime. And as life happens, shifts and surprises are sure to follow. At Priority Health, we'll always be ready to shift with you, from complicated policies to ones written by humans, from a plan for 1 to a plan for 3. Because your priorities have shifted, maybe it's time your health insurance did too.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Back on championship court for game number 3 of this bronze medal matchup between Barr and Todd, Terashenko and Stratman. Lauren Stratman back to serve. An interesting story has been painted here. Game 1 went to Todd and Barr, very close game, and then suddenly Stratman and Terashenko completely ran away with game 2. Let's see how game 3 unfolds. Not the way that Stratman wanted to start that one. What are your thoughts on what we've seen so far?
Irina Terashenko's hot as can be on the court right now. If I'm Todd and Barr, I got to avoid her and involve Stratman a little more. Serve. And teams trade side outs here early in game number 3. Todd with another return to serve error. That's her 4th in the match.
A couple of errors like that in game 1 as well. Stratman will take it and run with it on her side. Barr pushing the issue, keeping Stratman back successfully. Terashenko now to serve.
Well, there's the kind of the strategy that we're talking about, going to Stratman a little more, forcing her to hit a couple more balls.
Susanna Barr with a strong backhand, huge point.
It is a big point. Still, Terashenko did have the upper hand right there until the miss hit on the winner. That's what Paris Todd does so well. When she's on those toes, moving forward.
Oof, Todd was lined up, wants to have that one back, so close. That area of the court was wide open.
Was a good setup.
Susanna Barr, the second server.
Nice defense from Stratman.
Woo, what a grab from Todd. Oh my goodness, Lauren Stratman bringing the power. Paris Todd magically getting that ball back. Terashenko back to serve. Trading side outs and momentum here in game number 3 of this bronze medal match. Susanna Barr, so aware of her surroundings.
But again, it's Terashenko. Look how good she's feeling right now. Look at this. If that's a little higher, Barr's in trouble, but Barr kept it nice and low.
What a point. Barr and Todd holding strong at the kitchen line. Had a little bit of everything in that point. Serve returns to Todd and Barr.
think Irina might have played an out ball. Barr got and hit that pretty well. I know it's tough for us to tell from this angle, but we'll never know. Wow, that is a very hard ball to handle right there, and a 4-1 lead here early for Barr and Todd. Players will switch ends at 6 in this third game. Nice hands from Stratman.
Morin Stratman with some authority on that play.
And great hands, about 4 shots earlier from Stratman to stay in that point.
Barr was working all the angles, goes for it that time, sails long.
Upset with herself. I think she wants that one back. She'll stay in that point for another 2 or 3 shots to maybe get a better ball that she could do a little more with.
So dinking was the right choice there?
Yeah, but they do extend their lead to 3.
What a grab. Firefight at the net. Stratman, the winner of that battle.
Yeah, but I still think it's the right choice for Todd and Barr to go that direction.
Away from Arena, you're saying?
Yeah, and now what Stratman and Terashenko have done is they've switched sides now. So it's the game within the game. So Terashenko was on the left. Now they have her on the right.
Barr grabs the baseline.
Ooh, that was close.
Timeout. Excuse me, no timeout. Thought I heard timeout. Side out.
Side out. Same thing.
Side out called on the floor. Todd will take it and the 2-point lead. Gold medal match in sight for the winner of this game.
What a spot there from Susanna Barr. And that's what all these ladies do so well. You see it more in the guys' game where they get caught up going to the same spot, dinking over and over and over again. The ladies move the ball inside and out so well. And you saw that right there with Stratman going sideline and then middle. Wow.
Paris Todd was a woman on a mission, coming away short.
I like it. If she doesn't clip the tape on that last ball, it's a winner. But Terashenko just handling the onslaught. Big hold there for Stratman and Terashenko as Barr and Todd are 1 point away from an end change.
Paris Todd on the attack.
Big forehand here from Paris Todd. Good read, way to stay in it. We're at 2-5 in game 3.
Barr wanted to have that one back. What a point on both sides.
Again, the hands of these ladies, absolutely incredible. Stratman and Terashenko just grinding that point out.
What a grab, Terashenko.
Yeah. So the question was, can she reach over? And the answer is yes. As soon as the ball bounces on your side, when that ball bounces on your side and starts to go back over the net, you can reach over as much as you want. She could reach over and hit that ball back into her opponent's net if she wants to. That's a rare miss right there from Tereshchenko. And an end change here with Barr and Todd up 6-3 in game 3.
What's led to Barr and Todd taking the early lead here in game 3?
Moving the ball a little more to Stratman and keeping Tereshchenko honest. They went a little bit too much to Tereshchenko in that second game. They fixed that, and they got a 6-3 lead here. So that's the figure outable part right there. Now on the opposite side for Tereshchenko and Stratman. If I'm them right now, what I want to do is, again, try and get Tereshchenko involved a little more. Stratman's doing a really good job. She's starting to warm up right now. Her hands are getting warmer. She's blocking everything, keeping everything in. That's why they're only down 3 here. They keep that going. Tereshchenko, she's fine. She's playing well. I don't see much of a change here, but I do see that Stratman has heated up a little bit. She's not as cold as she was at the beginning. She's had some really good points, some really good blocks for them to stay in some points. We'll see if she can continue that here and get them back in this third game.
Interesting update on the men's side of things, by the way. Travis Rettenmeyer and Gabriel Tardio just took down Zane Navratil and DJ Young in the back draw. So they are playing in to get in to a medal match. There's Julian Arnold. He will be on the other side of that matchup against Rettenmeyer and Tardio, playing into the bronze medal match, which we will also be showcasing here on Championship Court as we return back to the women's doubles pro bronze medal match and game 3. Susanna Barr with some force behind that forehand.
I like it. It's a good setup right there from Barr. I like, though, that Tereshchenko stepped in the middle of that point and took a ball. Look for her to be a little more active right there as well and do the same. Nice hands from Tereshchenko on that drive.
That
And
ball long.
just a little long right there from Paris Todd. And a side out here for Tereshchenko and Stratman. Got to get on the board here. Do Tereshchenko and Stratman. A little short right there on the third from Stratman. Tereshchenko, I love it. She's right in her face laughing. Gives her a little pat on the backside and going, come on, we got this. You're fine.
Stratman with the serve. Todd on the return. Barr goes for the attack and then the angle. She's so good at moving the ball around.
Great point there from Susanna Barr, but what I did like on that was Stratman went for a hard third and then dropped the fifth. Good decision, but they need to side out here. That's a great counter from Irina Tereshchenko on the run. That's a big shot.
Irina Tereshchenko, a force to be reckoned with at the kitchen line. She was the apparent X factor in game 2, as you mentioned, Dom. She's back to serve now for her team. Now or never for her Stratman.
Oh, Stratman had that lined up. What an approach. Drop third, drop fifth, high sixth. Stratman had it lined up for that seventh, but just misses the baseline. A little long on the return there from Paris Todd. And freebie there for Stratman and Terashenko.
3-point game. What a shot, sneak attack from Susanna Barr.
Yeah, a little miscommunication in the middle right there, which you rarely see from Terashenko and Stratman. And a side out. See if Barr and Todd can answer. That ball go a little long off the paddle of Stratman, and the freebie given right back.
Barr and Todd 3 points away from punching their ticket to the gold medal match. Make that 2.
I mean, what a return by Irina Terashenko. Pinned Susanna Barr all the way back at the baseline, but Barr hits a perfect third shot too. So 2 points away are Barr and Todd.
Timeout is called. Paris Todd, Susanna Barr turned the tables in game 3. The biggest change you identified, Dom, was where they were placing the ball, and who they were going to. Anything else jumping out on their side of what's working rhythmically for them?
Oh, they're executing well right now. They've had a couple mistakes and errors on some serve returns, so some free points. Todd has. She's had 5 in this match, which is a rare thing. You don't see that much out of Paris Todd. She's very consistent with her serves and return of serves. But they've overcome that, and they're 2 points away from getting that rematch with Simone Jardim and Andrea Koop in the gold medal.
Barr back to serve. 2 points away from a game 3 win.
Digs from Stratman and Terashenko.
Barr goes for the toes of Terashenko. Great defense, though, the entire series at this point.
And that's the right ball for Barr. She goes straight down at the feet of Terashenko. And long on the serve from Susanna Barr. Missed opportunity, can't have that now. It's a gimme for Terashenko and Stratman. They can hold one more. They have all the ability to come back. But a good drop from Susanna Barr and Paris Todd. And Susanna Barr going to the gold.
Punching their ticket to the gold medal match. Paris Todd and Susanna Barr, the victors in this one. How were they able to get the job done here today, and what do they need to continue against Andrea Koop and Simone Jardim?
Well, again, hats off to Terashenko and Stratman, your bronze medalists here this weekend. Played great. Terashenko so hot this match, played so well, flawless for the most part. And the difference maker right now is the adjustments within game, right? And so they tried to kind of take Terashenko out a little bit, hit a little more to Stratman, opened up the floor. Terashenko still was stepping in the middle and taking balls, but again, Barr and Todd get that rematch they're looking for.
Time for a quick break on Championship Court. When we return, we will catch up with the winners, get the inside scoop, how they're approaching this gold medal match. Stick around. Plenty more action coming your way.
Welcome back to Championship Court. I'm with Susanna Barr. Paris Todd, after your victory over Lauren Stratman, Irina Terashenko. Paris, I'll start with you. You guys come out. You win game 1. They come back and win game 2. Let's go right to game 3. What are you thinking, and what was the adjustment you made between 2 and 3?
Yeah, I think in game 2 we got a little slow on our feet, and we weren't hitting the shots we wanted to hit. And, you know, they both came out and they were swinging and playing well, and we just had to adjust and say, hey, let's just make a few more balls and make them play a little bit more and see how it goes and still be aggressive. So it worked out great.
And Irina was hot as can be, Susanna. She was hitting everything. She was getting so hot she's starting to poach. What happens when you have a hot Irina like that? What is your counter to that?
Yeah, I mean, we started to definitely hit a few more to Lauren, and then we just tried to cover the angles that we knew Irina was going for a little better.
And then Paris, you said before we got on camera, Susanna's setting you up. She's hitting some really good third shot drops. Talk about that a little and what that's like for you to play with someone like Susanna. It allows you to be a free player up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Whenever she's making those drops, I'm coming in hot, so I'm ready for the next shot.
All right, and then moving on, you guys get a rematch you want, right? That's the best part about a double elimination. You get the rematch you want against Simone Jardim and Andrea Koop. What's going to be the difference maker in that match, Susanna?
I think the difference maker is going to be it's a little cooler. It's not quite as hot. But also, you know, we saw them once, and so we're just going to make a few adjustments and take it to them.
All right. Well, Susanna Barr, Paris Todd moving on to the gold medal match. They get the rematch they're looking for against Simone Jardim and Andrea Koop. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, our next matchup here on Championship Court at the 2022 APP Beer City Open.